There's a war going on, the books can't escape from the team. Call the morning steam, it's time to break one for cover. That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott, running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott, sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
All right, a pleasant good morning to you coming from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam Show here for Tuesday, April 1st. Here, happy April Fool's Day today. We get ready for our sports betting day here for Tuesday with our coverage of NBA basketball, Major League Baseball, NHL, and college basketball action from the NIT. We're in the semifinals here, Final Four of the NIT and college basketball crown action here from Las Vegas. They're underway in the college basketball crown with some games there last night and again today. 4 more games to talk about. We'll preview the action here in just a moment. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Welcome to the show. Should have a good sports betting day for sure. We buy a little bit later. You see some of the future matchups in MMA behind me. We have today VB MMA picks previewing the action for this Saturday night at the Apex with featherweights, Josh Emmett and LaRon Murphy, the main event. And we'll preview 2 other fights today, and that is at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Oh, let me get this straight. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific time for VB MMA picks today as we get rolling with our coverage this week of MMA action here. So make sure you come around for that later on. You can watch the replay, of course, later on this week. Hello to everyone in the chat. Let me say hello to the folks coming in today to join us for our betting previews. Joe T is here today. He had a big day yesterday, 3-1 with his over picks there. Robert McCormick as well. Jerry Jones is here today. Hello to Jerry. Here is Thomas Lewis, my right-hand man. He is my Ed McMahon. Like this video, subscribe to our channel Sports Money here on YouTube, the fastest growing sports betting channel on YouTube. To get ready for our sports betting day, Jerry had Connecticut minus 13.25. Yesterday, Blue is here today. Lotto Dee Dotto Die. And here's Joe W as well. He's ready to go. Luis is here. Is it a new day, a new calendar? What did I do? Do I have a messed up date on there with the April Fool's Day date on there? What are you guys talking about? Cam Sinet here today as well. Thank you for joining me. I don't know if we have anything special planned for today's day on the calendar, but in April now. March is done. The madness isn't over, but we'll preview the action here and review yesterday's games as well. Major League Baseball saw the Dodgers win again. They're 5-0, beat the Braves, who are 0-5, by the way, so far. Also, we saw the Cubs cycle yesterday. Man, some crazy things in Major League Baseball. Martin Perez, 6 no-hit innings for the White Sox, but he got lifted there in that opener yesterday with the White Sox rolling to the victory. Looked good in that game. White Sox rolled. We had them here on the show, of course. Phillies over the Rockies 6-1. You had them Team Steam consensus. We could have just left that college basketball game alone with that Utah Butler pick on the under, we would have hit the consensus parlay yesterday. We swept all the baseball games. You guys did anyway. Philadelphia was one of the picks. I had the under in that game, 6-1. Phillies over the Rockies. Christopher Sanchez allowed 1 run in 5 and a third innings. Didn't get the win. The Phillies scored those 4 runs in the 7th inning. Schwarber, home run, 2-run shot there. Orioles over the White Sox. Tyler O'Neill, another big day, 4 for 4 for the Orioles. Orioles got that win there, 8-5, another high-scoring game. I had a premium pick on that one with the Orioles. I had the over here on the show. Carson Kelly was the one with that cycle late last night for the Cubs as they walloped the A's in their debut in Sacramento, the first major league game ever there. And Carson Kelly with that cycle for the Cubs, first Cub in many a moons to hit for the cycle. I think they said 33 years or something like that. Reds crushed the Rangers 14-3. Ellie De La Cruz, couple of home runs. He had 7 runs. And what does Ellie De La Cruz have? He's got one of those bats, one of those torpedo bats there. Brady Singer, pretty good performance on the mound. Angels over the Cards in overtime. There as the Angels pick up the win. And some other baseball action yesterday. We did have some winners here on the show, including Detroit and Seattle game to go over late last night. Detroit had 6 runs in the first inning, so that took care of that pretty much there in that one early on. We also had double consensus winner. You guys, great picks here. You guys had Kansas City and the over in that game. Hey, we all had the over. Joe had it. I had it. And consensus had it, but it went over there yesterday with the Royals and the Brewers. Sally with the home run. Brewers are 0-4 there, so not looking great. But you guys had the Reds in that win with Singer pitching. They rocked rocker in that game with De La Cruz, those home runs. I had Tampa Bay yesterday here on the show for a winner on the run line over Pittsburgh, and that one as Tampa Bay wins again at home, outdoors. And also, I had an under pick in the game between Washington and Toronto here on the show. Vlad Guerrero, good game in that one. And yes, I did have the Cubs in that game. Joe had the over. Cubs took care of that themselves. Also, Michael Busch had a 2-run home run in that one. Other news, Jurickson Profar, so good with the Padres last year, needed a little help, apparently. Profar tests positive, gets an 80-game suspension there. Could there be more players on the back end that could see the suspension early here this season? That costs you some money when you get caught, so don't get caught if you're going to do it. And 80 games is going to take him out, and that Braves lineup already struggling here with just one. That Braves lineup struggling early here already with just one run in their last 3 games. So not good news there. Let's say hello to a few more folks, keep it moving, and then we'll get ready to start the previews and start the show. Caps is here today. And let's see here. Did we have a typo of some kind on the video there? Is that it? You guys on YouTube possibly? I'm trying to figure it out here actually real quick. Tuesday. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, Tuesday, April 1st. Okay, I don't know. Real quick. I'm trying to look at it here. Now I can hear my voice. I don't like that. All right. Let's see what else is going on here. Jerry talking more college basketball there. The nuke is here. Like it, smash it. Thank you guys. Thomas talking about it with Padres winning. Yeah, Padres over the Guardians there yesterday to keep pace with the Dodgers, I guess. All we can do is win, the Padres say. Philly Eagle Flyer, hello. Nice to see you as well. And I think that's kind of it early there for you guys. Let's go to the commercial here, and you can pick up extra plays from me every day when you go to winnable.com. Support me here on the Sports Money Network. Click the QR code in the lower right hand corner of the screen. That'll take you to my winnable page. You can get more plays from me today and every day when you subscribe to the picks over at winnable.com. Had some winners certainly there yesterday, and we send out some free selections as well. On most days, I don't think we did have a free package actually yesterday, despite all that action. And we did have some winners, though, here on the show. Oh, man, did we get a beat there finally in the women's play with Connecticut and USC under. It did sneak over, but we did have the under with TCU and Texas, and I was over on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel yesterday afternoon talking up USC to cover, and they did get the cover barely over Paige Beckers and Connecticut as Connecticut advances to the Final Four. So does Texas. We've got our teams in the ladies' Final Four. Hey, join me over at winnable.com. Get more winners today from me, and this is how you support me here on the channel for just 56 cents a day. You can subscribe for 1 month for $19.95, and I send out a couple packages every day with my sports money premium plays. We had winners yesterday, certainly when college basketball sent out a couple of plays there on the package with Butler. They got the money. We had Nebraska. Yeah, did Arizona State have to foul there? No, maybe not, but it helped Nebraska get the money for me with the sports money premiums. We did have some winners on the show as well in the college basketball crown with Boise to rock over George Washington. I said on that show with those guys that I thought Boise was the team to take it all at the college basketball crown. This season, they disagreed. Most of them, Rod and Ron, they liked USC, I think, there, but I liked Boise to win the college basketball crown tournament. NHL also did send out one winner yesterday with Philadelphia over Washington. Yeah, ugly matchup. We took the Flyers to win there yesterday. We also had some winners on the show, Minnesota, New Jersey game to go under yesterday. We had it here on the show. We also had Calgary Flames on the puck line over Colorado. They did get that puck line there yesterday, and also on the show yesterday, a little bit rough around the edges again in the NBA, but we did have the Miami Heat here. We had Boston Celtics yesterday on the show, and we had the under in the Lakers and Houston game, and premium pick winner Chicago and OKC. So fun day, but let's get to the action today. We've got to talk about here. Plenty of games to talk about, and not a lot of time to do it. We're going to get to them all. So don't forget, go over to winnable.com there and use that promo code STEAM. Appreciate that. And I'll hopefully have some more picks for you today. Hopefully, I'm going to give out a few winners here in just a moment. Picks for days. All right. Appreciate that, gang. Let's say hello to a few more folks and maybe get started with the show as Jermaine is here as well. We got baseball, no day games today. Maybe it's in basketball today, but we want to start probably, I would think, in the major leagues. It's that time of year. So let's get going with our show and our previews of the action here and the steam kind of rolling in. We'll keep you posted if anything goes down here in the next couple of hours. All right. I'm ready to go here in these matchups. We're going to start to see some of our pitchers go around here for the second time now today with the action. So there's a little bit to work with here and see how some of the pitchers are faring here. Got Sandy Alcantara going up against Kodai Senga here in this one. Alcantara's already had a star. He's got 3.86 ERA, 1.28 whip so far, allowing just a 128 batting average and 222 BABIP so far. Sandy had some walk issues there in the opening game of the season. Senga with his first start here of the season coming in. So see if you guys have in this one here with the Mets taking on Miami here today in the major leagues. We're in the night card here today. This is at 6:40 Eastern and 3:40 Pacific. Let's get started with the action here for Tuesday. And you guys can go in the chat and be a member of the chat all stars. Post your picks here with me, and I'll show them on the air here and see what you guys have tonight in this one. Let's go to the chat in the matchup between the Mets and the Marlins. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Here we go. All right. And Thomas starts us off. He likes some Marlins here in this one. The Marlins come in 3-2. The Mets are 2-3 thus far. Here's blue on the Marlins. Here's Mets and under for Z. And in the matchup yesterday, the Mets did crush the Marlins 10-4. I think is what the final was there, right? And Joe had the over there. Big winner. Let's see here. Mets for Luis. Here's Nasty Nate. He likes the Celtics in the second quarter. Oh, no, he liked him. I don't think they're playing today, right? That must have been yesterday. The Celtics did it again, apparently, in the second quarter. Okay, I got it. I think that's what he's saying there, right? Because Boston's off today. Well, we did have the Celtics, of course, yesterday here on the show, on the road. They pulled away, got that cover. Jerry Davis here today says Marlins first five is the way to go. And Mets here. Jermaine says take Miami on the run line today. You do have the Mets. They are 1-0 as a favorite so far. Amazing. They've been an underdog quite a bit. Here they are favored again in this one on the road going up against Sandy Alcantara today. And Philly Eagle Flyer says lots of runs. Do those bats cool off? And everyone's talking about the torpedo bats. Oh my God, torpedo bats are coming to a city near you. They look cool. If they work better, I don't know. We talked about it, right? We're on top of the story, I think, there. All right, look, time to make the call, I guess, here with the Mets and the Marlins. Feels a little heavy, but man, it's the stats to me point to the Mets, and I don't know if I can get off of them necessarily. It feels like here I want to kind of take them. They looked, they pounded it a little bit here, and not a great price, but I kind of like the Mets, you guys. I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna take the Mets here. I'm gonna lay the chalk here. I see some Miami certainly in the chat. No problem. I don't know if I like this price, but I do like the Mets in this matchup here. So I'm just going to end up taking the Mets here right now, and I'm going to go with them. All right. I think that's it from you guys in the chat as we're underway here today with the baseball previews. All right. And let's go next up with the Rangers on the road, taking on the Reds here in this one in game 2 after what we saw yesterday with the Rangers and the Reds. We've got Nathan Eovaldi here going for Texas up against Spires for the Reds. All right, let me get the right order here. Take a look at this one. Eovaldi has a start so far, a 3 ERA. Reds did lose his first start, but he's allowing just a 143 batting average and a 182 whip so far. No walks for Eovaldi in that first start. He was mowing them down pretty much there. Good strikeout performance, but good numbers overall in that first start. Just they came out on the short end there. He did not get the loss in the game, but for the Reds here in Spires, making his season debut here in this one. The Reds come in 2-2 after the contest yesterday. The Reds ended up winning that one 14-3. Was it as they pounded Rocker yesterday? Got another good pitching performance. So for Texas, of course, they look good in the series over Boston to open up the season. They are 3-2 so far, but did have that 3-game winning streak come to an end yesterday with the loss. So see what you have here in this one today with the Rangers taking on the Reds. Here, game 2 of the series. Texas is 2-1 as a favorite so far. And let's see what we have in the chat for you guys here. And it's going to be Thomas here on Texas to start us off. I think Blues on the under in this one. Luis is on Texas here. And Teresa says, good morning, New York City day. Ziggy here on the over. Fernando is on the under in this one. Getting the pitching news here from Pittsburgh as Harrington will be the starter for the Pirates today. I'm going over the picks here with you guys. Got Thomas here with a Nerfy today. And Robert's on the under. I think Blue might be on the under as well. And Jerry had that over yesterday, thanks to Joe T, I guess, is what he might be saying there. That might be it in this one with the Rangers and Reds today. Let's see what you guys have in this one for Carson Spires. 22 games last year, a 5.46 ERA, 1.53. The whip, it was pretty okay at home last season, but Reds doing pretty well here against right-handers so far. 291 batting average. Rangers struggled in non-conference play last non-conference. Got to get into the baseball mode. Rangers struggled against the National League last season on the road. Just a 5-18 record on the road, but they got that first one. All right. That's going to be it from you guys in the chat. So I better tag along and see what we're going to go with here for me. I'm going to take the over in this one. If the balls are going out in Cincinnati, I'm going to do it again today. Give me the over with Texas and Cincinnati. All right. Next up, we have the Diamondbacks here taking on the undefeated Yankees. The Yankees come in with a 3-0 record. Here in this one, we got Warren getting the start here, going up against Burns. The first start for Burns here as Arizona is already 2-2, and Burns is getting his first start here in this one. First game of the series between these two teams here at Yankee Stadium today. Yankees come in. Oh, they're just averaging 12 runs a game so far with their torpedo bats. And Arizona, their offense is clicking as well. They're averaging 6.8 runs per game so far. These teams have combined to go 4-2-1 to the over so far, as Arizona comes in with a 2-2 record. Arizona's allowing 5.3 runs per game so far, but they're hitting enough, and Yankees are allowing 4.7 runs per game so far this season, but doesn't matter when you're averaging 12 runs so far. So see what you got here with Warren in this pitching matchup, and see who you guys like in this one. Go to the chat here and see what you got. So far, let's see. Philly Eagle Flyer did not like he did not do well in his game tied picks, I think is what he's saying. Ziggy's on the over here. Fernando's on the over. Jermaine's on the over. And Blue's on the over. Everyone likes the over in the Yankees in Arizona right now. Jerry says take Arizona. Luis is on the Yankees. And Thomas is on Arizona. So maybe we don't know who everyone likes there, but we know everyone likes the over so far. Blue says, I'm going to go on under. He says, I'm going to go. He says, Ramon's going to go under. Philly Eagle Flyer likes the over. Robert says, it's going to be cold. Damn the torpedoes. And we'll see here. Let me see. What is the weather called? How cold can it be? Oh, just 47 degrees at game time, wind blowing out to right field, 14 miles an hour. Then moving from left to right, still 13 miles an hour. And Thomas says, look at this. It's a consensus play. You got to go over with the torpedoes here. Wow, look at this. With Arizona and the Yankees today, no one can go under in this one. The way we're seeing this Yankees lineup right now, just mashing here at this point. Philly Eagle Flyer says it's blowing right towards that right field there. And Ziggy says Warren went over in every game he pitched last season. How about that? All right. Well, man, if you guys are going over, I'm not going to buck that trend, I don't think, with you guys. And maybe I can pivot on over to the side, but see what you got. Maybe I'll just roll with the over. I mean, come on. It's got to go over. I'll roll with Team Steam consensus today. I mean, why not? With the way these teams are going right now, might as well take the over in this one. List 8.5 under 25. And yeah, I guess it still is 8.5 for the most part. All right, maybe the public percentages are overwhelming here with the over, of course. So why not take it over with you guys with this massive Yankee offense so far? Here's a little steam, our first steam play of the morning. It's in NBA action with the over in the matchup here between Minnesota and Denver. It was 230, but we're going up to 232, it looks like, here with Minnesota and Denver. Our first look at some steam here this morning. Going over. All right. Teresa says it'll be a launching pad here, possibly. Blue says over is a lock. Warren is a launching pad, says Jerry. And Ziggy says it's hip to be square. When we're taking down winners here, might need those winners today. All right, we'll keep rolling here in Major League Baseball today, and I've got to update my. Oh, here's Teresa says Yankees. All right, let's see here. I got to update my graphics for this game. As we're seeing Harrington here as a starter for Pittsburgh. There we go. All right, so Thomas Harrington, he gets promoted here from AAA to take this start. The Pirates prospect makes his big league debut here tonight. The 23-year-old from Sanford, North Carolina, gets the start. The former Campbell Camel was a 36 overall selection in the 2022 draft here. So he gets to start. Thomas Harrington for the Pirates. Oh, where did I go with my graphic? There we go. And the line here, maybe it has gone up a little bit.
Final.
Whether it was on this news or just in general, the raise could be up to $1.75 here right now at some books, and the total looks like it's about 8.5 flat in this one. Shane Baz on the mound here for Tampa Bay in this one. We'll get some of the numbers here with these two. As look, no need to rush Paul Skeens into this position at this time. Maybe he was, could have been slotted in here, but you can push him back a little bit here right now if we'll go with Harrington here in this one. For the Pirates, they're averaging just 3 runs per game on offense. They are 1-4 so far. Tampa Bay comes in with a 3-1 record. They're 1-3 to the under. These two teams are combined 3-6 to the under so far this season. The Rays are averaging 4 runs per game so far this season after yesterday's series opener. There, Tampa Bay's won 2 straight. Pirates have lost 3 straight right now as a 6-1 final yesterday for the Rays here in the season opener. Tampa Bay so far, all their games have been here at home. The Pirates have been on the road so far. Tampa Bay's been favored in every game so far this season. They're up a unit already. Pittsburgh's already costing you close to -4 units here. They are 0-2 as an underdog so far this season. So see what you got here. Tampa Bay's won 8 straight games at home against the Pirates in the overall series between the two teams. Under has come in for the last 5 meetings between the two. Let's go to the chat right now and see what you have when the Pirates take on the Rays here at Steinbrenner Field. Ziggy's on the Tampa Bay money line. And for some reason, Siri just wanted to open up, and everything that I just said was just recorded by Siri right here on the, just like I just read, like I read it. I don't know what's going on over here. Okay. Luis is on Pittsburgh. Blue is on the under. Teresa likes Tampa Bay to keep it rolling. Jerry's on Boz. Here's another under for Jermaine. And I feel like you guys are playing a April Fool's joke on me that you guys keep saying it's Monday for me. All right, here's Nate Cerna. Hello, Nate. He says Tampa on the run line here. Hey, we had it yesterday, right? Tampa on the run line. That might be it from you guys. Robert here on the over in this one with Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay. This one got to play it a little bit by ear here because of the fact that I didn't really look or have time maybe to know that Harrington was going to be called up to make the start. I mean, there's so many different games and events here today, but All right, and so Tampa Bay here at a dollar, $1.75. I said, oh man, what can we do? Am I going to take these guys on the run line here again? And the total at 8.5 here. And we are seeing some unders for sure. It feels like right now, like I said, Tampa Bay 1-3 to the under, and Pittsburgh as an underdog is 0-2 to the under. All right. Billy also says it's Monday here. What have I missed? I missed a whole day, apparently. You guys are having fun with me here on April Fool's Day. I'm the fool. I might be the fool here. Maybe I should have, instead of maybe on the first preview, instead of Senga pitching, I should have said Sid Finch is pitching for the Mets today, right? Do you guys know who Sid Finch is? Maybe he's pitching for the Mets. The right-hander from England with that 168 mile an hour fastball. Of course, he raised in an orphanage. He learned yoga in Tibet. Of course, he throws with one boot on, with one foot barefoot. You guys remember Sid Finch, right? Of course, he was adopted by an archaeologist who died in a plane crash in Nepal. He went to Harvard before he realized, and he played the French horn, remember, before he realized he could be a great pitcher. You guys know the story of Sid Finch? All right. Dougie Wise, hello as well. I'll make the call here with the Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh, and okay, I'm going to try Tampa Bay again here, and I'll roll with them on the run line today. Give me the run line here with Tampa Bay as my pick here on the Morning Steam Show. All right. And Sid Finch may have passed away. And Jerry Davis has never heard of Sid Finch. Okay, he was amazing, obviously. Anybody could throw 168 miles an hour. How would he fare against the Torpedo Bats? All right, I'm on Tampa Bay here in this one. And we'll move on to the Nationals taking on the Blue Jays here today, with Williams going here for Washington in his season debut in this one. We got Trevor Williams going up against Jose Barrios. Barrios has had a start so far, did not look good in his first start. The Blue Jays lost that game. He's got a 10.8 ERA so far and a 2.2 whip, a batting average allowed 409 and a 429 BABIP. Wasn't a good start there yesterday. Washington falls to Toronto in the game here in Toronto. It was 5-2. The Blue Jays got the win yesterday. Toronto improved to 3-2. Nationals fell to 1-3. Toronto's been favored in every game so far this season. Washington, they've been an underdog in every game so far this season. They're on their first road trip of the season coming into this one. See what you got here with Washington on the road against the Blue Jays today. And we'll go to the chat in this matchup. $1.65, 8.5 under 15. I'm showing maybe a little bit cheaper now, maybe down to $1.55 for Toronto here. There we go. Let's go to the chat and see some of your comments in this game. And Dougie Wise is here today. He's got his play of the day. It's on the Milwaukee Bucks. Thank you, Dougie, for bringing your top play to us. And Thomas is on Toronto here. Blue likes the over here. Luis is on the Nats. Jermaine is on the over here. And Billy has got some futures plays, it sounds like there. Ziggy is going over 8.5 here in this one today. I might be with Ziggy, I think. Jerry, though, maybe Trevor Williams here can calm the storm a little bit. And Robert likes the under here. Nathan says take the Jays again. And I'll just make my call here in this one. And, well, probably like Toronto here and $1.55 or so. Don't think I can try the run line, but I'll go ahead and play Toronto today. I'm going to play some favorites here. I'll take the Jays. All right. Next up is going to be the Twins taking on the White Sox here. You've got Woods Richardson going in this one for Minnesota. Here up again. Oh, I might have went out of order here. Let me back this up. Let me go with this. Let me get it right here. I want to make sure I get the right order. Sorry about that, gang. We've got oops. Okay, here we go. Let me go with this one. The Royals taking on the Brewers here with Michael Lorenzen on the road here for the Royals going up against Patrick of the Brewers here for the Royals. I hope I didn't screw this up. Did I get the times right? Oh, they're both at 7:40, so 7:40 Eastern. All right, that's fine. For Lorenzen here in his season debut so far, Patrick does have one appearance, an 18 ERA, a WHIP of 3, a 400 batting average allowed so far, 333 BABIP. Not great here, but just an opener likely in this role in this game for the Brewers here. So that's something certainly to consider for Lorenzen. 26 games last season, a 3.31 ERA and a 1.24 WHIP. For Chad Patrick, this will be his major league starting debut. Like I said, he did pitch one inning of relief, allowing those 2 earned runs. Pitched in AAA last season, so gets a major league call here. Kansas City so far, they look good with the bats so far this season as part of their 2-2 start overall here for the Brewers. They're hitting just .225 and they are striking out. There's everything going wrong here with the Brewers so far to the start of this season. Granted, they were playing the Yankees, but here they have given up in the last 3 games 43 runs. So really bad. The bullpen's been pounded, giving up 28 runs in 19 innings so far this season for the Brewers. So it's been bad, but here the Brewers are actually favored to win this game. So can you take them here despite what's going on right now? The Brewers are 0-1 as a favorite so far. The Royals did win in their only opportunity as an underdog. So let's see what you got here with Kansas City taking on the Brewers today. Can the Brewers snap out of it here a little bit? And we're going to the chat here to see what you have in this one. And Thomas starts it off, and he's got the Brewers. Teresa, though, says, I'll try Kansas City. Robert is on the over here. Luis is on Kansas City. Jermaine's on the over. Ziggy's on the over. Robert takes the Royals here. And Jermaine says both teams to go over their team total. Brewers here are over for blue. Jerry says this team's not looking good. And of course, Let's see here. Teresa maybe says, uh-oh, I lost my spot. Over here, overnight. Kansas City here for Thomas. Jermaine says the Brewers need help. The Royals are looking okay. Teresa says, KC fried chicken. We're getting some good baseball. Come September, nobody will be commenting on the bad games. All right. Jerry says, never heard of the guy here making his MLB starting debut. Billy says he likes Kansas City to kind of be the surprise team. But, they did have a pretty nice season last year, too, right? All right. Can't lose them all. Here's Blue on the Royals, baby. Royals, baby. All right, I think that's what that means. I don't know. Royals back to back. I don't know, but I'm gonna might try the Milwaukee Brewers here at this price. Give me the Brewers tonight. I'm gonna try the Brewers here. All right. And oh no! Number 2 consensus is Kansas City. Oh, whoops! All right, that would be 2 plays in 3 games. I think is that two plays total of 3 consensus. So far, I know we have over in the Arizona Yankees game, and Spoons is here. Hello to Spoons today. Says Brewers pitching staff is banged up. Right. Royals and the over. Okay. So Team Steam consensus is on the Royals and the over. I'm on the Brewers. I didn't see that coming. I would have just backed off probably and figured out something else to do. I'm going against the chat. Oh no. All right. All right, let's go back to that Minnesota game here right now. It's Woods Richardson going up against Smith here with Woods Richardson. This is his season debut here in this one for Minnesota, struggling thus far out the gate. Right now, yesterday, 9-0 in favor of the White Sox, won the game there. But Minnesota here, a little bit of struggle so far out the gate, 0-4 for the Twins coming in. It's the White Sox. They're 2-2 so far. White Sox are making you money. They're up a unit so far this season. They're an underdog here, of course. The Twins have gone over in 3 of their first 4 games, not thanks to their offense. They're averaging just 1.5 runs per game so far. In the 4 games, they're allowing 7 runs per game on average. The White Sox are averaging 4.8 runs. And, well, it's the pitching of the White Sox. They're allowing just 1.3 runs per game. So far are the White Sox. The Twins have gone over in 3 of 4. White Sox are 2-2 on the totals so far. So let's see here what you've got in the matchup with the Minnesota Twins taking on Chicago here tonight. And hey, good for the White Sox so far. See what you have in this one. And we'll go to the chat. All right. And we've got blue on the White Sox here, it looks like. I think Thomas is saying Minnesota. Jermaine will never bet the Twins ever again. Luis on the White Sox first 5. Teresa here, White Sox first 5 money line there, I think. Blues on the White Sox. Jermaine says no Lewis, no Twins. Robert's on the White Sox here, and Ziggy likes the over here in this one. And
Final.
for me, let's see what the price is here. I kind of like this favorite here. Big price, I know, with Woods Richardson on the road. You can get him as low as $1.65 here, it looks like, for the Twins. And I think I'm going to take the Twins here myself today. Not a great price. The statistics, though, I got to favor the Twins for me. Hey, the Islanders are taking some steam right now. It's a game here on the ice. We're seeing the Islanders in their matchup against the Tampa Bay Lightning taking the steam here this morning. They were $1.50, probably going to be down to $1.40 or so here. The Islanders taking the steam against the Lightning today. Good morning to Gravy here. Jerry says White Sox team total over. Give me the Twins. All right. And Jermaine says, where do you have, Ramon, where do you have the Twins so far in my lineup rankings? Where do I have them right now? Here. I have both those teams, both of these teams bottom 5 for sure. Yep. Right now, I'd say I have the White Sox on the bottom, and the Twins. I have just a couple of teams up. So 2 bad offenses here for sure. Blue taking the White Sox here. I'll take the Twins in this one as a favorite here. $1.70. Yikes. I'll get toasted out of the gate here with some of these favorites, but I got to take the Twins in this one to win one with Woods Richardson on the mound here going up against Smith. A little bit about Smith here today going for the White Sox. Shane Smith gets the start in this one. The 24-year-old, the former Brewers farmhand here, but White Sox selected him last year in the Rule 5 draft, and he made the opening day roster. So Shane Smith gets the start here today. All right. Yeah, no, you're right, you guys. Really big price today. Hey, Tariq B here in this one. He likes the White Sox in the first 5. All right, yeah, probably should take run line to get this price down a little bit, but let me just feel my way here for the first couple of games. And what do we got next? Okay, here we go with the Giants taking on the Astros with Logan Webb here on the mound for the Giants in this one, going up against Hayden Wesneski of the Astros here for the Giants. Webb, he does have 1 start so far. Giants won that game. He does have a 5.4 ERA and a 1.8 whip, 316 batting average allowed, and a 4.29 BABIP coming into this one. Not a great start, but the Giants did get the win. Giants have won a couple in a row here right now, coming into this one with win yesterday over Houston 7-2 to pick up that win. Giants are 1-0 as a favorite so far. Astros, this will be their first chance as an underdog here so far this season. Astros come in with a 2-2 record so far this season after that series win over the Mets to start the season 2-1 for Hayden Wesneski. This is his first work of the season coming in. Wesneski, 28 games last year, a 3.86 ERA, 1.14 whip last season. Houston so far batting just 167 on the year. Giants batting 218 against right-handed starters. That's some good work out of the bullpen for these teams so far. You got the Giants allowing 3 runs per contest. Houston allowing 3 runs per contest. Houston so far in their 4 games averaging just 2 runs per contest. Meanwhile, the Giants have hit well. 5.3 runs per game. Giants are already up 2 units this season. Giants have gone over in 3 of 4. Meanwhile, the Astros have gone under in 3 of 4 games so far this season. Let's go to the chat and see what you have. Giants kind of have the Astros number there late last season. Giants took 2 of 3 in a June series, but they didn't play in the second half of the season. So let's go to the chat. This one between San Francisco and Houston today and see what you've got. All right, here we go with Yep, Spoon says you got to keep Smith on there, right? In that other game. All right, Thomas says first 5 under and a Nerfy. Is that right? Here's Ziggy on the under. Blue is on the under here. Thomas is on the Giants. Blue says it'll be 4-3. Jerry likes the Dodgers to go all the way this season. Who doesn't? I mean, why we should just not even play this season. I mean, with the Dodgers. All right. And here is Robert on the Giants. Okay. Jermaine, did I blow it there? No, I'm coming up next with that one. That's why I keep saying, did I mess up the times here, right? No, so this game's at 8:10 and the other one's at, oh boy. Ramon's not doing a good job of putting the games in the right order. What's going on? Luis is on the under here. Tariq says Giants and under. And Thomas says the Giants are a consensus play. Wow. Okay. I'll take them too. I'm on the Giants here today. So give me the Giants. I like the Giants. I don't really like them, but I mean, I like them in this game. And I guess it's Monday. All right. Guess that's it. I'll take the Giants as my play. You guys are on them. I'm on them. Consensus play number 4. All right. Next up, I've got the Angels and the Cardinals here. Can't get it right with these with this order here, but we've got Liam Hendricks here for the Angels. Going up against Liberatore here, not Liberator. There, I guess that's how you spell it, but there we go. Liberatore. Angels won the first game there yesterday, of course, with that win. And Cardinals here still $1.40 or so, 8.5 under at -115 in this one. You got the Angels, a little bit of a winning streak here right now, 3 in a row for the Angels after taking the final 2 games over the White Sox and winning yesterday's game 5-4 in 10 innings. Angels 1-0 as an underdog so far this season. The Cardinals 0-1 as a favorite so far. Cardinals are 3-1 to the over, including 1-0 to the over as a favorite. Angels are 1-0 to the over as an underdog so far in this one. We got these 2 pitchers making their season debut here in this one. Kyle Hendricks. I said Liam Hendricks. Kyle Hendricks, of course, here. 29 games with a 5.92 ERA last season, 1.45 whip here. Not striking him out like he used to, but for Matt Liberatore here, mostly opener for in this game anyway. He had 60 appearances last season with a 4.4 ERA, 1.27 whip. Angels batting 185 so far this season. Bullpens allowed 6 runs and 9 walks and 12 total innings. Cardinals here come in. They've been pretty good with the bats so far this season. You look at their run production so far for the Cardinals, averaging 5.8 runs per game. Angels just 2.5 runs per game. Cardinals allowing 2.8 runs so far. So Cardinals, could they finally turn it around a little bit after a little bit of a down spell for sure for the Cardinals? Expect more from this franchise. Angels allowing 3.5 runs per game so far. Cardinals swept the Twins to open the season before losing yesterday's game. Let's go to the chat and see what you have here in this one. The Angels taking on the Cards today. And let's see what you got. With Thomas starting us off, and he likes the Cardinals. Spoon says Kyle's from the Cubs, Liam not from the Sox. Blues got the Cardinals here in this one. Teresa says she's got a three-teamer here: San Francisco, San Diego, and St. Louis. Tariq likes the team total over in this one. Thomas likes the trifecta. Ziggy likes the over here. And Teresa, let's see. Cash Kane's here today. Hello, Cash Kane. Jermaine says Hendricks looked good last season taking on the Cardinals. 11 and a third innings pitched with 7 hits and no earned runs in their matchups last season. You look at what Hendricks did against this roster, this anticipated lineup there. It feels like yesterday, for today anyway. And let's see here. Whoops. Let me just kind of peek at those numbers a little bit. I can bring them up. Oh. Cash Kane's on the Cardinals here. And I think Teresa says they send me 4-round Panama. No, what is that? All right. I'll make my call on this one. We'll move on. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Great numbers there for sure. And I'm going to try the over in this one with the Angels and the Cardinals. Okay, next up is going to be Tigers on the road here against the Mariners tonight, with Mize going up against Gilbert here in this one. For Casey Mize here tonight, he's got, hopefully I'm going the right order here. Casey Mize making his season debut here against Logan Gilbert. Gilbert a 1.29. Oh, fix this here. Gilbert 1.29 ERA so far this season, 286 batting average against, 0.87. 0.87 batting average against, a 0.71 BABIP. His whip was a 0.28 so far, so good performance in that opener from Gilbert. The Mariners, however, come in a little bit of a slump here so far to start the season for Seattle. They did beat the A's in the third game of the season opening series to earn a split for losing last night's game 9-6 to fall to 2-3 for Detroit. It was their first win of the season after getting swept by the Dodgers. They are 1-3 to start the season. Tigers have gone over in all 4 games so far this season. Meanwhile, Seattle 1-3-1 to the under thus far. For Mize here, let's go to the chat, see what you guys have in this one. And Thomas is on Seattle here. Tariq says Tigers first 5, but Mariners full game. And Jermaine says, I got to go with Mize here. He's looked good. Blues on the first 5 under. Robert likes under 3.5 in the first 5. Okay, is that what Teresa is doing? I gotta figure out puzzles while I'm trying to. I'll do it. I'll do it. All right, I'll make a call here in this one too. You guys with your picks on the game between Detroit and Seattle here. And Ziggy's on the Tigers here in this one. I'm on the Tigers in this one. I'm taking Detroit today. Give me this underdog here with Casey Mize. I'll try Detroit here after they got the win yesterday. All right. Gravy likes the torpedo bats. All right, next up. It's the Guardians and the Padres here with the Allen on the mound for the Guardians here. Logan Allen, the left-hander, going. Cleveland 2-2 so far. Padres just 5-0 to start the season. They've got Michael King going here in this one. King looked pretty good in his season debut. At least he got the win. He does have a 10.12 ERA. Got roughed up a little bit there. A 3.0 whip, batting average of 333 so far. But the Padres are averaging 4.8 runs per game. Guardians are averaging 4.5 runs per game coming in. Padres have been favored 3 times so far. Obviously, they won them all. Padres 1-1 on the totals as a favorite. Cleveland's 3-1 to the over so far, averaging 4.5 runs and allowing 4.3 runs so far this season. And we'll see what you guys like in this one with Cleveland and the Padres. Padres are hitting 290 so far this season. Guardians hitting 258 so far. They do have 7 home runs in their 4 games so far. King got rocked pretty good, but they still were able to win the game. Padres bullpen looking sharp so far. All right, Philly Eagle Flyer likes this game to be tied after 2 innings. And let's see here. Thomas likes the Padres after the big performance with the bats. Teresa liked Detroit with me, maybe on that run line back there. Caps today. Here's Tariq. He likes the Padres on the run line. Blue says Guardians. Team total over for him. Luis likes the under in the game. Thomas is pretty impressed by the Padres so far. I think I was on them pretty much here, talking them up a little bit that they would be a pretty decent team. So I'm pretty pleased myself, pretty excited. And I think they'll take this game for sure today. I'm going to take them again. Give me the Padres tonight. $1.55 here. Give me the San Diego. Robert's on the run line with the Padres. Ziggy's on the under here. And I'll take them here today. Give me the Padres over the Guardians in this one. Cubs and A's tonight with Justin Steele on the road. Road favorite here going up against a high-priced talent. Luis Severino. Here Cubs, $1.35. Total 8 flat, pretty much, it feels like now at this point. You got Steele coming in. He got rocked pretty good. He's got an 8 ERA so far this season after that first performance, or 2 performances now. Remember, he was one of the pitchers who pitched in Japan coming in. So he's actually got an 8 ERA in 2 appearances so far, a 1-1 record. So far this season, a 1.44 whip, .314 batting average against, a .308 BABIP so far. Steele striking out just 5% of the hitters so far this season for Severino. Looked real strong in that opener, even though the A's ended up losing the game. No ERA, 1.16 whip, 158 batting average against, a .231 BABIP so far. Here, A's have lost 2 straight, including yesterday's game, 18-3 here as they made their debut in Sacramento last night. Cubs come in 1-0 as a favorite so far this season. Let's go to the chat here and see what you have in this one. Cubs come in averaging 6 runs a game right now, but they are allowing 5.7 runs per game. A's are allowing 5.2 runs per game so far, averaging 3.4 runs offensively. Let's go to the chat here on this one, see what you have with the Cubs and the A's here tonight. Jerry Jones says the Cubs own these A's here. Ziggy likes the over. Jermaine likes the over. Luis is on the A's. I was talking to this Cubs lineup. I said that I really like the Cubs lineup coming in. It might be hard to get over it, but so far looking good. Jermaine on the over here. Tariq likes the over 8. Blues leaning toward the Cubs, however, today. And I'll come in with my pick here in this one. And I'm going to go over tonight in the matchup with the Cubs and the A's. All right. And, okay, it's a consensus play. Well, so we're both on it there. That's okay. I'll take it. We'll go for it. We'll take the over. Consensus play here, says Thomas. All right. One more here tonight. There's Teresa, likes Cubs money line and over. And one more in Major League Baseball. We'll go through this relatively quickly, huh? Got the Braves and Sale, and for the Dodgers, got Dustin May here. May back for the May Sale. Dustin May back here for the Dodgers. Dodgers 6-0, Braves 0-5 so far, but gonna see May back here with the Dodgers here. It's been a long road to hoe, it feels like. May missed all of 2024 with elbow surgery, missed a lot of time in 2023. He's had been injury plagued here for Big Red. For May, he's got a career ERA of 3.1, a 1.05 whip here. Does give up the long ball a little bit, but still for May, he looked great when he was around, right? For Chris Sale here. Look, Sale gets a 5.4 ERA coming into this one in his first start. 1.4 whip, 300 batting average against, 462 BABIP so far for Chris Sale. The Braves are, what can you say? It's been a rough start to the season, especially offensively. They're averaging just 1.6 runs per game so far coming in. Meanwhile, the Dodgers are averaging 6 runs per game, allowing 2.8 runs so far. Braves are allowing 4.6 runs so far this season. Let's go to the chat and see what you have here. And we've got Luis is on LA. Thomas says this price is actually manageable here today for the Dodgers. Ziggy's on the over. Blue is on the Dodgers. Fernando's got a sweep. He says in this series it was 6-1 yesterday. Dodgers got the win. Abel's on the Dodgers. And Thomas says the Dodgers are a consensus play to win again. They're going to go 162-0. These Dodgers. And Jerry says the Padres not hitting left-handed pitching so far. Jermaine's on the over here. Teresa likes the Dodgers money line. Jerry likes the Dodgers. Tariq likes the Dodgers. They all like the Dodgers. Oh, the Dodgers are the greatest. We all love them, don't we? All right, I'll just take the Dodgers here. Cash gain. Otani home run. I think probably don't want to take the Dodgers. I don't want to take the Dodgers, but gosh, what can you do? You get them at a reasonable price like this. I'll tell you what. Team Steam's on. Oh. Guess I'll just go with the Dodgers. You guys are on the Dodgers. I'm going to take the total, I think, in this one. I want to take the total. I'm going to go, let me see here. That's right, Jerry. Dodgers got to keep pace with the Padres. Caps is trying to talk. Well, I'm not going to go against the consensus. That's all. I just probably go with the total here. This price is just too good for the Dodgers, it feels like. That's all. All right, here's a little bit of Braves from Cash Kane. I'll just take the Dodgers with the Team Steam consensus. And look, it feels like it's just the price is manageable. That's all. I don't want to do it. I don't want to take these Dodgers anymore. I'm tired of them already. That's right. Yep. All right. I guess that's it for baseball. I'll take the Dodgers. Only because you guys are telling me to. I want to take the Braves. All right. Maybe that's it. With May in there. Okay, that's it for baseball. Great card today. Let's keep it rolling right now. Let's go to the NBA and knock this out here. Top of the board. Suns and Bucks here to start us off. You got the Bucks favored in this one by 7.5 to 25.5 here tonight. As we get rolling with our coverage for the Bucks here. I have these times screwed up too. This is a TNT game, so this one was moved to 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. Had to get this massive TV game going with the Bucks having lost 4 in a row, the Suns having lost 3 in a row. But look, I get it. Suns, we've talked about it here. They are outside the playoff bubble here at this point. They're 1 game behind. Sacramento pressures on for sure here for the Bucks. They're probably comfortably inside the top 6 so far, so maybe not a lot of motivation there. The Suns are the team that's going to be massively motivated here, but the Suns are still just 15-22 against the spread on the road so far this season, 12-20 against the spread as a favorite. Teams met back on March 24th, just a week ago. It was 108-106 in favor of the Suns. They did win the game. They did not cover the spread in that one. Phoenix is just 2-8-1 against the spread their last 11 games against the Bucks. Bucks have gone under in 4 of their last 5 meetings with Phoenix overall. Milwaukee's gone over, however, in 4 of their last 5 games at home, and Phoenix has gone over in 5 of their last 6 games coming in. The widely reported steam did come in on the under here. It's down to 224 at some spots, although there's plenty of 225s out there as well right now. And this line is down to -6 here for the Bucks. A little bit of a discount. Maybe that motivation for the Suns here, even though they've been pretty dreadful. Kevin Durant has that sprained ankle. Giannis here is probable today, so that hurts without KD, right? For sure. And you're getting this discount here a little bit with Milwaukee down from 7.5 to 6. Again, Milwaukee, they're probably going to finish in 6. They could finish in 5th if they kind of step it up here a little bit. Meanwhile, Phoenix is desperate for a win for sure. They're desperate to get into the playoffs, basically. So let's see what you have here. The Suns and the Bucks today. And we've got Cash Kane is on the Bucks here. Thomas says he'll take the Bucks on the money line as well. Thomas is on the under. Tariq says he'll take Booker's points. Well, he just says no KD, Booker points, Giannis points. I assume that Tariq is one of those guys that only takes the overs, doesn't take any unders. The Blues on the Suns, team total under. And talking a little bit more of the injury on the injury front here in this one, with Bradley Beal upgraded here to questionable. I think Beal makes this lineup here tonight. Is Bobby Portis ever going to be back? All right. Thomas says he'll parlay the Bucks and the Dodgers. Abel's on the Bucks. And good morning to Guillermo Zertucci. Hello, Guillermo. Nice to see you today in the chat. And Tariq likes the under, I believe, in this game between the Suns and the Bucks. Yeah, I think if you look on the surface with these, on the surface with these two teams, the series goes under, but all right. I think I'm going to do it too. I'm going to take that under. The steam came in on the under. Give me the under here in this one with Phoenix and Milwaukee. I'll go under. Next up is Sixers. They're taking on the Knicks, and the Knicks are a big 14.5 point here in this one. The total 222. Definitely gone down here a little bit between the Sixers and the Knicks today. All right. In this one between Philadelphia and New York, the Sixers have failed to cover in 7 straight games right now. They're on an 8-game losing streak coming in. The Knicks, meanwhile, have won 4 of their last 5. They've covered 4 of their last 5 as well. Philadelphia's gone over in 12 of their last 15 games. New York's gone over in 4 of their last 5. Knicks have won 7 of their last 9. On the road, Philadelphia just 2-4 ATS last 6 games against the Knicks overall. Like I said, some of these matchups right now against the haves and the have-nots, the good versus the bad, they're just all blowouts here at this point. And probably gonna have to just keep on laying it here. These are just turning into blowouts left and right. It feels like right now you can't get me on any Philadelphia for sure. I'm on the Knicks here to roll over the Sixers today. Sixers just 3-7 against the spread last 10 games overall, but I wouldn't want them.
Steam playing.
Seeing a little steam here right now in the game between Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has been going under for sure, but steam coming in right now in that matchup between Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay. Could see this one go to 9 under today with Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay. Seeing some steam right now to the over in that one. All right, a few more comments from you guys with the Sixers taking on the Knicks. Knicks team total over here for Tariq. Ziggy likes the under here in this one. Maybe these two teams are definitely over teams, it feels like. Philadelphia 24-13 to the over on the road, 30-19 to the over as a dog. Knicks are 21-16 to the over at home. Here's blue on the Knicks. And Twisted. Hello, Twisted's got a little 10-1, 11-1 parlay here with the Reds, the Tigers, and the Braves today. Thank you to Twisted. I'm going to take the blowout route here. Give me the Knicks in this one. Road teams covered 6 straight in this series, but Philly's gone over in 9 of the last 10 on the road. I'm taking the Knicks here. Lay the big points. Portland is at Atlanta here tonight. Portland all of a sudden is on a 4-game losing streak here. All as underdogs, couldn't cover the spread, kind of getting blown out here in a few games of late. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they're coming off that upset. Yeah, they're coming off that upset win over the Bucks, 145-124 last time out. Stop a 2-game losing streak coming in. Teams had their first meeting back in November. It was 114-110. Portland got the win at home. They were a 4-point dog in that game back in the day when Portland wasn't this Portland that's been so hot, but right now they're cold. So can they get it here when they're getting 5.5 points? In this matchup against the Atlanta Hawks, Portland's just 1-4 ATS in their last 5 games overall. They've gone over in 4 of their last 5, but they've lost 5 straight on the road. Atlanta's 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games. They've won 8 of their last 12 and also won 6 of their last 7 at home. Atlanta has gone over in 6 of their last 7 games overall. So all of a sudden, Atlanta is kind of the hotter team here between these two. Let's see what you have in this one tonight. Portland taking on Atlanta here. And we'll go to the chat in this one, see what you got. Can Portland turn it around here and get back to their covering ways at least? Cash Kane is on the Hawks here. Thomas is on Portland. Jermaine's on Portland. Tariq says Hawks team total over. Blues on Atlanta minus the point. Ziggy cannot trust the Braves. Hawks playing like they want to win. Yeah, Hawks are in. In fact, they're kind of battling with Atlanta. It feels like one of those two teams is going to come in 7th and one of those two teams is going to come in 8th. They're battling each other there. Jason Neff likes the over. For Portland, it looks like too little, too late, and maybe they're starting to see the writing on the wall a little bit. They are 4 games behind the Sacramento Kings in their late pursuit for the playoffs here. Ziggy likes the over in this one with Portland and Atlanta. All right, and that'll do it for me here in this. I mean, man, Portland all of a sudden struggling to get this money here right now. Atlanta 23-13 to the over at home. Portland 16-20 to the under on the road. And I'll just try Atlanta in this one. Atlanta's my pick today to win and cover against Portland. Warriors and Grizzlies tonight. Warriors on the road, a 4.5 point favorite. Call it 5.5 now. 236.5. Totals dropped here a little bit with these two. Now the Warriors here, winners of 2 straight right now. They beat New Orleans and San Antonio. They didn't cover against New Orleans, but just by 0.5 point, they blew them out and they crushed San Antonio 148-106 last time out. Memphis so far, coaching change doesn't matter, hasn't worked out. They're losing still here. Memphis in a funk and flailing fast. But look, they're in the playoffs here. It's just a matter of can they hang on for a top 6 spot. It feels like at this point they're in 5th place right now. They've clinched the playoffs. They just fired the coach, obviously, but they got beat by Boston last night, 117-103, as Boston got the money as a 4-point favorite. They also lost to the Lakers after that coaching change as well. Memphis just 2-8 against the spread in their last 10 games overall. Golden State 6-12 against the spread last 18 games against the Grizzlies. Golden State's won 8 of their last 11 games on the road. Memphis 1-6 straight up and against the spread in their last 7 games overall. And they're 1-11 against the spread in their last 12 games at home. But should be noted, Memphis 10-1 against the spread against the Warriors at home. Last 11 meetings, they've gotten the number against these Warriors. But again, they're the team that's in the funk at this point. Teams met back in January at Golden State. Golden State won 121-1.
System play.
13. They got the money in that one. They also had 2 other meetings this season where the home teams won. Memphis won here 144-93 back in December. So what gives here, what they said was when they fired the coach was that nobody was on the same page, is what they said. Dude, not good here. And we kind of make fun or want to tease Ja Morant, but man, Memphis's record with him in the lineup drastically improved, a marked improvement, I guess, to say. Not that he's missing any time now. It's just that overall this season, when he's in, they do have a strong record. When he's not, they have a pretty weak record. Golden State 20-16 on the road this season against the spread. Let's see what you've got here. Interesting matchup, obviously, right now with what's going on. And we'll see what you have. I'll make the call. All right, here we go. It's going to be an AOD here today. Thank you. Jermaine says Portland been rolling those East Coast teams. Ziggy might be on the over here. Cash Kane may be on the over here. Thomas is on the Warriors. And Jermaine says Memphis versus teams above 500 is still a great bet, but give me Golden State. Blue is on the Grizzlies. Kelly says this Memphis team terrible against the spread right now. Abel's on the Warriors here. Kelly's on the over. Hello to Dana Delp today. Jerry said he'll just tease the Grizzlies here. It feels like Jerry Davis is on the Warriors. Tariq might be on the Warriors here. Yeah, it feels a little who wants this Memphis team at this point, I think is what we're kind of saying, huh? I got to go over in this one with Golden State and Memphis tonight. Give me the over at 236.5. It's gone down, so I'll try the over for sure. Here, Memphis is 18-7 to the over as an underdog. All right, here's Thomas says we got a lot of Warriors money line, so let's do it. Warriors money line here as a consensus play, says Thomas. Got the Raptors taking on the Bulls here tonight. The Bulls are a 5-point favorite at home, total 235.5. This one's gone down a little bit on the total. Got the Raptors coming in here on a winning streak, 4-game winning streak here right now. Bulls have lost 2 straight. Raptors with wins and covers over Philadelphia and Charlotte. They also won against Brooklyn and Washington. So weak schedule here of late, but they've won them all. Bulls with losses to OKC and Dallas coming in to this one. They were on a bit of a winning streak before losing those 2 games coming in. Toronto's gone 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. Chicago 10-3 against the spread their last 13. Chicago's won 9 of their last 13 games. 8 of the last 12 meetings between these two teams have gone under. The teams met last back in February. Chicago won it 125-115 for the 3rd straight win here this season over Toronto. They've won all 3 meetings so far this season, have the Chicago Bulls. Bulls here, though, like I said, with a couple losses in a row. Toronto winning ways for sure. Chicago's gone over in 6 of their last 7 games overall. They are, however, just 4-14 to the under as a favorite. So let's see what you guys want to do in the chat in this one between the Raptors and the Bulls today. And we'll go to Ziggy likes the Bulls in this one. Jerry likes the Warriors and Dodgers parlay. Tariq is on the Bulls. Thomas is on the Bulls here. Blues on the Bulls. Everybody loves the Bulls here in this one. Oh, man. Okay. Bulls on a roll for sure. Cash Kane, Bulls on the spread. Yeah, it says Raptors have been playing weak. And look at this. Thomas says, enough is enough. Chicago Bulls. Here in this one. All right, I'll have to pivot to the total because I don't know if I'm liking the Bulls in this particular spot today. Kind of wanted to take Toronto, but you guys are on the Bulls. I'll have to respect that for sure here. I've got the under here in this one with Toronto and Chicago today. Give me the under in this one. Dana Delp's on the Bulls. Magic and Spurs here. The Magic on the road are favored by 4, total 2-17. Spurs have lost 4 straight. The Magic lost last night to the Clippers, 96-87, as the Clippers just kept it going on the road. I whiffed in that one. Should have been an easy under. Don't know what I was thinking. Clippers right now in a good groove here late in the season. For the Magic here, as a favorite, they are 24-18 against the spread. This is kind of where they've excelled. They've also covered 7 of their last 10 games overall coming into this one. So been a good run here for sure for the Magic as a favorite. We know they've been able to get it done. Orlando, though, 4-8 against the spread. Their last 12 games against San Antonio, but that's 6-year sample size. San Antonio's actually covered 5 of their last 7 games coming in despite this 4-game losing streak. They've gotten the numbers against Boston and Cleveland. They didn't get it done getting blown out by the Warriors here, but they've been able to cover the big numbers. It's just a matter of will they cover a short number here at home against Orlando. San Antonio's lost 4 of 5. Coming in, Orlando's won 4 out of the last 5 meetings in this series. Orlando also 4-2 straight up last 6 games overall. Let's see what you have here in this one. Orlando taking on San Antonio here tonight. And we've got here is Thomas is on Orlando here. He says there will be no more consensus plays here today. Orlando for Thomas. Tariq says Orlando. Cash Kane's on the Spurs here in this one. And Blue says Spurs, team total under. All right, I'm going to take the over here in this one with Orlando and San Antonio. I think I'm going to like the side here a little too much, so give me the total as my free play here. San Antonio 22-16 to the over at home right now. And I'm going to take the over with Orlando and San Antonio. There we go. At I said
System play.
it says 221 there, but I know it is lower than this, and that's why I kind of am on it. A little bit of a discount for sure. It's down to 217 and a half, 218 maybe here. It feels like I'm on the over. I know these San Antonio games under, but I've got the over here in this one on this depressed price tonight. Give me the over. All right, next up is the Timberwolves taking on the Nuggets. Here we got the Nuggets favored by 2.5. The total up to 232.5 in this one between the Timberwolves and the Nuggets here today. And for these two, with Minnesota here on the road, Minnesota's been hot. They've won 11 of their last 13 games overall, including their last two here over Detroit and Phoenix. They got the money, laying a modest price, 7.5 and 8.5. Denver's won 2 straight. They just covered 19 points in that matchup with Utah. However, Denver just 1-9 against the spread their last 10 games at home. Denver just 1-4 ATS here against Minnesota in their last 5 games at home against these guys. Minnesota's won 5 straight in the series right now. And if you look at the motivation here of these two teams, right? Minnesota, they're trying to get up into the top 6 if they can. Meanwhile, Denver, they're battling with Houston a little bit, battling with the Lakers in the 2, 3, 4 spots, but do they really care here? Minnesota's playing better. You got Jamal Murray with a little bit of injury status in this one. Let's see here. Murray questionable, Aaron Gordon questionable, Jokic, he's probable, but he's on the list here. Shannon Jr. is out for Minnesota, but does feel like that Denver has some bumps and bruises here a little bit for sure coming in. Let's see what you guys have. Does feel like Minnesota to me today. And we've got Nuggets for Cash Kane. Thomas is on the Nuggets here. And Ziggy likes the Timberwolves against the spread in this one. It does. I think Thomas says, look, he said, must-see TV. This feels like the featured game of the night here, certainly in this one. So I've got to take the Minnesota Timberwolves for sure here in this one. That's a look at the NBA tonight. Thank you, everybody, for your contributions here. We rubbed the sleep out of my eyes a little bit.
Steam play.
And that steam you heard coming in to us from hockey right now as the Sharks and the Ducks are getting some steam to the over tonight. I don't even think we're previewing that matchup, so this might be the preview right now. The steam's coming in on the over with Anaheim and San Jose. It's probably going to be 6.5 here tonight. Ziggy likes the Timberwolves as well. I'm on them. Let's go to the college basketball tonight. Let's start with the NIT. We're not going to go in time order. We're going to go in, just the 2 different tournaments here with the NIT to start us off here tonight with North Texas taking on UC Irvine. You got Irvine, the number 1 seed coming in. They've won their games here in the NIT so far. They beat UAB, they beat Jacksonville State, they beat Northern Colorado coming in. So 3-0 with a 2-1 spread record so far for Irvine. For North Texas, wins over Furman, Arkansas State, and Oklahoma State. They've also gone 2-1 against the spread so far here in the NIT. Coming into this one, we're looking at the NIT first. Come on, it's still the NIT. They're still the big fish compared to the other tournament that there was some controversy. Apparently, mostly had to do with the fact that Georgetown had such a pared down roster there. A lot of talk about some jurisdictions may not have gotten the tournament approved for their own particular sites. DraftKings had some problems posting some of the games of the college basketball crown, had to refund some bets. Apparently, they didn't file the right paperwork. It's just a bunch of uh, rigmarole or something about you got to have all these, uh, you know, things planned out. You got to tell the betting commission which tournaments you're allowing betting on or something like that. It was a big joke here. Just, you're going to have upset customers and they're not going to think it's the book's fault when it's really the fault of the betting commissions in those particular states, kind of enforcing the rules. So it is kind of on the books as well. I digress. Irvine here has won 9 of their last 10 coming in. North Texas has won 11 of their last 13 coming into this one. North Texas 4-2 ATS against the Big West. Irvine has gone 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games against the American Athletic. See what you have here in this one as Irvine comes in with a 21-12 spread record this season. Let's see what you have between these two. With Irvine and North Texas. This one is being played in Indianapolis at the Hinkle Fieldhouse. And look, seen a lot, talking about these postseason overs, but I don't know if I can do it here with these two teams. We go into the comments in the chat. And let's see here. We've got Thomas is on North Texas today. And Thomas said the DraftKings had the Crown Championship for half of the day and then they took it down or something like that. Ziggy's ready for the NHL coverage today. Dylan Forrest is here. Hello to Dylan. Abel says give him Irvine and the over. I got to take the under. I'm taking the under in this one with North Texas and UC Irvine. North Texas, they're kind of the team that likes to slow it down for sure. Irvine's 0-4 to the under as an underdog. So give me the under here in this one. Game 2 of the NIT is Chattanooga taking on Loyola of Illinois. Chattanooga comes in 24-9 with their NIT wins over Middle, over Dayton, and over Bradley here. They covered all of those for Loyola of Chicago here. They have wins over San Jose, San Francisco, and Kent coming in. Loyola's covered 9 of their last 10. Chattanooga is 7-2 against the spread as an underdog coming into this one. For Chattanooga here, they've won 15 of their last 16, covered 6 of their last 7. Loyola Chicago's also covered 6 of their last 7. They've won 6 of their last 7 games. Loyola 2-4 against the spread against Southern Conference competition. And Chattanooga's gone 4-2 straight up against A10 competition. Chattanooga's gone over in 10 of their last 14. Loyola's gone under in 4 of their last 6 games. Overall, Chattanooga 3-6 to the under as an underdog, and Loyola 9-12 to the under as a favorite. Let's go to the chat, so to speak. I've spelled Chattanooga wrong. I've spelled it like chat. But we know you got to have the chat in Chattanooga. So let's see what you have here with Loyola of Chicago and Chattanooga. Game 2 at the NIT here tonight. Total of 148 there right now. And let's go see what you guys have in this one. Not much from you guys here. Kelly might be on the under here. Dylan went with Irvine in that other one. Thomas says he might like Chattanooga here today. I like Loyola of Chicago, and I'm going to take them here as my pick. Give me Loyola Chicago to win over Chattanooga and cover this number. All right, that's it for that. For the NIT, but let's go over to the college basketball crown. Maybe everyone loves this tournament a little bit better. Here on Fox, we got an afternoon game to talk about, certainly here with DePaul taking on Cincinnati in this one, with Cincinnati favored by 7.5. Is that right? Is it down to 7? No, it's 9.5. Okay, I thought so, because come on. 9.5 and the total 144.5. What? This one's gone way up from an opener as low as 137.5. I guess it could go through the roof, but if you look on the surface with these two teams, you have a Cincinnati team that's definitely an under team this season, 7-16 to the under as a favorite, 11-22 to the under overall. Maybe we're in tournament mode. Maybe it will be a high scoring game, but still, Cincinnati's been a pretty hardcore under so far this season. These two teams, let's see here. I don't think they've played in quite a while, but didn't they used to play each other? I'm trying to think here right now. For Cincinnati, they are coming in here. Let's see here. Off of a loss to Iowa State in their season finale. DePaul lost to Creighton to be eliminated. DePaul's on a roll spread-wise. They're covering numbers big time. They're on a spread winning streak for sure. Coming into this game for Cincinnati right now, they have gone. I'm sorry, for DePaul right now, they've gone 5 straight games with the cover. DePaul's covered 6 of the last 6 straight meetings against Cincinnati, dating back a little bit of ways. I believe they were in the same conference there for a while. DePaul has lost 15 of their last 20 games straight up coming in right now. So let's see what you have here. Cincinnati, pretty big favorite, 9.5. The steam came in on Cincinnati. That's what drove it up from 7.5, 8.5 or so. The move has been on Cincinnati. The move has clearly been on the over. The steam came in on the over as well here. So let's see what you have with DePaul and Cincinnati. And let's see here. AOD likes Loyola to smack them around, and he says, does DePaul have any momentum left from what they were doing there? They were covering numbers, no doubt about it. Boy, this one's kind of ugly, it feels like to me, since it's still a big number here. DePaul, what can you say? They were covering numbers left and right. So I'll try them here. Give me DePaul. Keep it going. They're covering everything. Give me the Blue Demons. Abel's on the Bearcats. Thomas is having trouble finding the crown because they probably took it off the board. Let's continue on with Oregon State taking on Central Florida here. Good matchup. Oregon State comes in 20-12. Central Florida 17-16. Oregon State just 3-7 against the spread here down the stretch coming in. They've covered just one of their last 5 games coming in. Central Florida kind of the opposite. They're 4-1 against the spread in their last 5, even though they've dropped 10 of their last 14 games coming in. They were eliminated by KU. was Central Florida in their conference tournament game, but they did cover 4 straight. They were getting the numbers there. For Oregon State, they've lost 3 in a row coming in, and they haven't been covering for sure. Central Florida took the steam here from 4.5 up to 6 right now is the current line for Central. And the total now is 160 or so in this one, with the Knights favored here. Go to the chat and see what you have here. For Central Florida, they've gone over in 4 of their last 6 games. Oregon State's gone over in 7 straight games coming into this one. So we'll see what you have here at 5:30 Eastern and 2:30 Pacific in the matchup between Central Florida and Oregon State today. It's kind of a runaway favorite, man. Oregon State was as low as a 2.5-point favorite all the way up to 6 here right now. I kind of like them here to get it done, but that does seem like a real increased price for sure. So I'll just have to take them as my free pick. I'll take Central Florida to cover here against Oregon State. Can't be too thrilled about it here, but Thomas Lewis says he's going to take UCF. Not much from you guys here at the College Basketball Crown. I get it. I'll take Central Florida here, lay that increased price. Total 160. Steam came in on the over. Next up is Colorado taking on Villanova here in this one. Colorado just 14-20 straight up this season, but they are 8-2 ATS in their last 10 games. They come in on a spread roll here right now, covering massive. How many is it in a row here? For Colorado coming in, 5 straight covers for Colorado coming in this one. They've actually lost 15 of their last 20 games as well coming in to this one. Villanova's won 4 of 6 coming in, but they were eliminated, of course, by Connecticut in the conference tournament. See what you have in this one with Colorado taking on Villanova at the College Basketball Crown. Colorado, obviously pretty hot coming in. Here is Thomas here. He says there are a lot of opt-outs. Yeah, it's part of the handicap here. No doubt. A lot of people are not willing to even get involved because they just don't want to do the work, don't want to see who is playing, who is in and out. Abel is on the over here in this one with Colorado and Villanova. And I'll make my call here in this one. It's going to be hard to get me off the Colorado Buffaloes here, and that's where I've got to go. Give me the Buffs here plus the points. All right, and one more, Tulane and USC. USC getting a lot of support here to win this thing, but again, I'm on Boise State to win this tournament. USC's alternating wins and losses coming in after their Pac-12 or Big Ten loss to Purdue, 76-61. They did cover a couple games in a row. Tulane's covered 3 straight coming into this one, despite their season-ending loss, 78-77 to Memphis in the conference tournament. Memphis is 8-6 as an underdog this season. You look at some of the numbers coming in for these two. You have Tulane here, 4-2 against the spread in their last 6 games. They've won 8 of 12 coming in. USC just 3-6 ATS in their last 9 coming in. SC has gone over in 13 of their last 17 games coming in. They're 11-14 to the over as a favorite. Tulane's gone over in 8 of their last 10 games coming in to this one. And we'll see what you guys have here with Tulane and USC, last game tonight at the College Basketball Crown. Here's Thomas on USC and Abel's on USC here in this one as well. I agree. I've got USC in a blowout here over Tulane tonight. Give me the Trojans to win and cover against Tulane. That's it for the College Basketball Crown. Tonight we'll go to the ice here for our card here and then wrap up the show. Thank you for joining me here on the Morning Steam. We'll work quickly maybe through some of this hockey action today with the Florida Panthers taking on the Montreal Canadiens. The Montreal Canadiens won a game, stopped that losing streak. They beat Florida 4-2 last time out on the road just 2 nights ago. Return here to Montreal tonight, where they are still going to be a pretty big underdog against the Panthers, a $2 dog here, looks like. Showing the Panthers maybe down to $1.85 here. Maybe a little bit of a move anyway, and the total is 6 under 15. So let's update that as well. There we go. With the Panthers on the road here, favored in this one, despite the loss last time out. Panthers here playing close games for sure, all 1-goal games, it feels like, for the most part, although they did lose 4-2 in that game to Montreal. They also lost 6-3 to Washington about a week ago. And let's see what you have here in this one tonight. Florida taking on Montreal. I got to think it's got to be some revenge tonight. Give me the Florida Panthers here to cover the puck line tonight. I'll take them against Montreal after the loss here. Montreal still profitable at home. Florida break-even proposition on the road, but I'm going to try the Panthers on the puck line here off of a loss to get it back and get the win. They're not getting many puck lines at all here right now, but I'm going to try them tonight on this puck line. Florida just 24-35 as a puck line favorite. Montreal 41-22 as a puck line underdog. But again, I'm just bouncing back with the revenge spot teams just met. Charles Sharp, hello. Nice to see Charles today. All right. I guess that'll do it here for that matchup. But look, like I said, I mean, Montreal is still 1-5 in their last 6 games overall, although 5-1 their last 6 games at home. Still, Panthers, much better team here. And for Montreal right now, I mean, they are in desperate need of wins. There's no doubt about it. They are outside of the playoff bubble here at this point, but they're just 1 point behind Columbus. And the Rangers are right there too with 70. Montreal has 69 points coming in. All right, I'm on Florida though. Next up are the Sabres taking on the Senators here in this one with Luukkonen taking on Ullmark. Here you got the Senators, a $2 favorite, maybe down to $1.90 here right now, 6.5 under 25. Coming into this one, Buffalo's been pretty hot here of late, winning 4 of their last 5. They're off of a 8-5 win at Washington. Impressive here. Ottawa, meanwhile, lost to Pittsburgh 1-0 last time out. I believe that was an overtime game there with Ottawa. Losing it against Pittsburgh to snap their 2-game losing streak. These 2 teams met back on March 25th, just a week ago. Buffalo won it 3-2. Buffalo's won 4 straight meetings between the 2 teams. This overall, I think 3 in a row here this season right now. So let's see what you have here with the Senators. Big favorite against Buffalo. Buffalo going nowhere, of course. They're in last place in the East. Meanwhile, for the Senators coming in, then right now they are in command of that wild card position. It looks like they will get the number 1 wild card, is what it feels like anyway. And we'll see what you have here between Buffalo and Ottawa. For me, I'm going with the under for sure in this one at 6.5. I got to take the under. All right, next a few comments here. Let's see. And Lego World like Montreal and that team total. Ziggy likes the under here in this one. Cash Cane, Sabres, and over. I'll take the under with Buffalo and Ottawa tonight. So far, Jermaine likes Buffalo and Montreal. Ziggy went with the under here in this one. Next up is the Predators taking on the Blue Jackets. You've got the worst road team in the NHL against the best home team in the NHL as far as money is concerned, right? For Nashville, they cost you a half a unit a game on the road this season. Meanwhile, Columbus, they'll gain you more than a third of a unit per game at home. Maybe not as good as they once were here. They've lost a few at home, quite a few at home actually of late to kind of bring those numbers back down to earth. But they did beat Vancouver at home last time out. They did lose at Ottawa 3-2 in their last game here for Nashville. They've lost 3 straight again, not looking good here. Look, Columbus is a better underdog than a favorite. We know that. The steam actually came in on Nashville again because it always does. The Sharps can't stop betting Nashville. I think Elvis is the goalie here. I don't have it listed, but put it down here. There we go. Yeah, I think Elvis here in goal today. So let's see what you guys have in this one. Pardon me, between Nashville and Columbus here. I mean, I still want to take Columbus. I can't take Nashville. It's just such a high price here. Uh, Man, it's up to $1.80 here right now. Give me Columbus. I'll take them on the puck line today. I've got Columbus finally to get a blowout of somebody. I'm going to take Columbus at home. They are just 4-7 as a puck line favorite. Meanwhile, Nashville is 19-60 as a puck line dog, but I don't care. I'm taking Columbus on the puck line, believe it or not, in this one. All right. I always forget to smash the like button, AOD, and they always get mad at me. And and as soon as they say it, I do it. But for some reason, I just have a mental block on that. Blue Jackets puck line with me here for Cash Cane. The Lego World says, take the Sabres tonight. Play Buffalo until they lose. All right. I'm taking the Blue Jackets here. I think I like the total, though, as a premium. So, all right, next up is the Caps taking on the Bruins here with Thompson expected in goal, going up here against Swayman here in this one. For the Caps. For the Caps in this matchup against the Bruins, they come in here right now just winning 5 of the last 15 meetings against the Boston Bruins. Washington, though, is 10-5, last 15 on the road. Just 2-6 here at Boston in the last 8 meetings, but Boston's lost 8 straight. They're the coldest team in the league right now for sure. They're struggling here. Rare to see a Boston team so bad, but that's where we stand. Washington's actually lost 3 straight coming in a little bit, but they're still 23-9 on the road. Boston is 19-12 at home, despite all these problems, but still just 1-7 at home in their last 8 games overall. So 5 straight meetings between these two teams have gone under. Let's go to the chat here. I know we're working quickly a little bit today, but get through this card here. Big card today. I got to take Washington to blow this team out. Give me the Caps here on the puck line today. I'll lay it with Washington at -1.5 at maybe +110 or 115 or so. I like Washington to blow them out today. And let's see here. Jermaine's on the over. Cash Cane says, give me the Bruins and the over. Bruins plus maybe their plus money. Yes. All right, next up is the Lightning taking on the Isles here. You have the Islanders, the underdog here. Lightning $1.75, 6.5 under at -130. The Islanders are on a big yawning there. Big losing streak here right now for the Islanders for sure coming in. They're struggling right now with 5 straight losses coming in. Tampa's won 3 in a row coming into this one for the Lightning. They've won 6 of their last 8 overall. 9 of the last 12 meetings between the two teams have been won by the Lightning. Islanders have gone over in 5 straight games coming in and 8 straight games overall. Islanders are over city at this point. They're 22-14 to the over at home, 20-14 to the over as an underdog. Tampa Bay 3-6-1 to the under, and they're let me see, that's not right. Tampa's gone over in 3 straight. All those wins did go over here of late for Tampa. They've gone over in 4 of their last 5 overall. So let's see what you have here with Tampa and New York Islanders here tonight. Go to the chat here, see what you got in the hockey. Sorry, I'm going fast here. And sorry about the Ovi watch there. Probably should. Everyone else is keeping us updated on the Ovi watch. So Caps and Ovi to score for Abel. Thank you, Abel. Tremaine's on Tampa Bay here. Lego says Islanders crazy overs, right? I think it ends tonight. I think it ends. I kind of want to take it kind of on the Islanders, to be honest with you here. Islanders plus 1.5 and Kucherov. What is the price on the Island? I'm sure it's probably $1.60 or so on this puck line, but I think I got to take the Islanders tonight. I'm going totally contrarian here. I'm pretty sure I'm on Islanders and under. Oh man, it's $1.72 on the puck line there. All right. I'm taking the Islanders here, and I'm taking them on the puck line because I'm scared. Give me the Islanders. I guess I'll give me the money. Give me the money line. I mean, come on, it's the end of the season. I'm going to take them here. I really like the total here. I think also as a premium, but I'll just take the Island. Give me them on the money line. That's fine. I'll find a way to play these Islanders today. I'm on the Islanders. Abel's on the over here, I think. Hello to AOD there. Lego World says they'll give up 2 yeah. All right. I'm taking the Islanders. Tampa Bay won the last meeting 5-3. Islanders did win here back in February, or they won at Tampa in February. So I'm going to take the Islanders here tonight. Look, the Islanders, we know that they're, toast here right now. Would take them a pretty big run by the Islanders or any of these other teams here, Islanders, Flyers, or Penguins, to get back in it. But I'm going to take them here. Lightning are probably, right now they are in 3rd in the Atlantic. They're 2 points behind Toronto. They still could move up here. But I'm going to take Lego World here with the draw. Okay, a few more games here. Thank you for joining me on the morning steam. Red Wings taking on the Blues. And Blues are coming back down to earth there possibly tonight. Are they? I don't know. This Blues team doesn't seem to want to lose right now. They're on another massive winning streak here. Red Wings are coming off of a win. I think I have the goalie situation wrong here, right? Of course, we know that, Mrazek injured here. I'm going to say it's Talbot. I'm going to go with Talbot here, right? There we go. Mrazek has had to hit the shelf here. So Blues minus $1.80 here in this one. The Red Hot Blues right now cannot lose, if you know what I mean. 9 straight wins for St. Louis, 8-0 at home in their last 8 games. 7 of the last 10 meetings between these two teams have gone over. St. Louis won 4-0 in their last meeting, in their first meeting of the season. So these two teams are going to meet. No, this is it for them here. Let's see. Detroit's gone under, or St. Louis has gone under in 4 of their last 5 games overall. Coming into this one, Detroit just 1-7 their last 8 on the road, 4-11 in their last 15 games overall here. So, can you find your way at all to the Detroit Red Wings? I don't know if I can. I'm going to take the under in this one as my play here on the show, but man, I've got to think it's a St. Louis blowout here tonight. Give me the under, though, in this one. It's at 5.5 here right now. Juice to the over at minus $1.25. I'll take the under here with the Red Wings and the Blues tonight. But I got to think the Blues are going to roll them. Okay, here. Cash Kane says Red Wings plus $1.5 and take Kane to score and go over. So Kane's exactly opposite me. That's okay. Lego World says Blues, puck line. The Wings can't defend here right now. And thank you to Ziggy. Great job today. Ziggy, you've been doing a great job. Thank you for being a part of the chat all-stars here. I know that you can't always make it, but you've been doing us a solid here of late. And Blues 4-1 here for Lego World. And Abel likes the Blues as well. How can you not like the Blues in this one? All right, next up is the Flames taking on Utah here with Calgary. Big dog on the road. Hey, we had them last night there, and they got the win. We took them on the puck line, but they got the win. Utah also in here off of a win over Chicago a couple of nights ago to snap a 3-game losing streak. Calgary beat Colorado last night. So great job there by Calgary. In that game for Calgary here, they've won 5 of their last 7 and 4 of their last 5 on the road. They've actually beaten this franchise 10 of the last 13 meetings, and 5 of the last 7 meetings between the two teams have gone over, including 5 of the last 6 meetings when this franchise has been at home, although just this year in Utah, of course. Utah's won 7 of their last 10 games at home here of late. Let's see what you have in this one with Utah Hockey Club taking on Calgary in this one tonight. All right, and I know where I'm headed here with this one. Give me the under with Utah and Calgary. That's my premium. It's a premium. I'm just not sure the side or puck line. Here, Flames money line for Lego World. Cash Gains on the Utah money line. Lego World does like the Flames. Kelly says take St. Louis -1. They are so hot, aren't they? For sure. Here, I've got the under in this one between Calgary and Utah tonight. I'm listing 5.5 there on the screen, right? And yeah, it's mostly 5.5 over. So you can grade me on that, but I'd probably prefer the 6. To me, I always buy up in hockey. Remember, in hockey, unlike a baseball game where the total is always 7 or 8 or even 9, but the baseball game can end 1-0 or 14-1. Or or even 9-6. Hockey games don't do that. I almost always buy the hockey goals. I got to be honest with you. This, for example, this one, what would it be? 6 under 35. Sign me up. All right, Billy Ho, nice to see you today. He likes Calgary, Utah. There, Abel on Utah. Couple more. Well, that's it. I'm out of games. The show's over. Wait a minute, the show's not over. I got more. Here we go, Edmonton. Edmonton. taking on the Kings here. Edmonton taking on the Golden Knights here. Golden Knights on a roll here once again. Now the Golden Knights are red hot coming into this one for the Knights here. They've won 6 straight and 8 of their last 9 games at home. Edmonton trying to fix it up. Draisaitl's back there. He was in there the last game. That was key there. But, of course, we know McDavid still out. But it was good to see Draisaitl in there, and that really does help the team for sure here. It will be Hill. Samsonov is definitely sidelined here right now, so they're going to have to use Hill as their goal, number one goalie here in this one. And for the Oilers, Skinner is out now here as well with a head injury. So, see what you have here in this one. Between these two, Edmonton's lost 4 of their last 5 coming into this one right now, and Edmonton's gone over in 5 of their last 6 games overall, but under in 5 of their last 6 games on the road. Let's go to the chat here in this one, see what you have tonight with Edmonton taking on BGK here in Vegas. And I'll gotta go to the chat in this one. All right, here is Cash Kane is on the Golden Knights. And Abel's got his West Up parlay. He's got BGK. He's got Dodgers money line, Trojans money line, and BGK on the money line. That's our feature right there, right? I'm going under in this one with Edmonton and BGK tonight. Give me the under here in this one. And there's Abel on BGK. Billy Ho says, give me Edmonton and Anaheim here. Kelly says St. Louis. Playmakers there. Okay, I think that's it. Hey, I have actually skipped San Jose and Anaheim tonight. Those teams are done. So the last game we have is the Jets taking on the Kings here in LA. The Kings, well, what can you say? The Kings keep winning at home for sure. Although they did lose that game to Toronto the other night. That was a bit of a stunner. The Kings lose for just the 4th time at home so far this season. I've got Hellebuck going up against Kemper here in this one. What do you have tonight when the Kings here take on the Winnipeg Jets? I know what I'm doing. I got to take the under here in this one with Winnipeg and LA tonight. LA 15-28 to the under as a favorite. Look at that line. Here, 5.5 under. Well, it's not quite 5.5 under 45. It might be under 35 or under 40. Still heavily juiced, so I'll just take the under. LA has gone under in 8 of their last 11. 13 of the last 18 meetings between these two teams have gone under. Winnipeg's gone under in 12 of their last 17 as well, although they have gone over in 4 of their last 5 games. On the road, I'm taking the under tonight. In this one, Lego World says maybe it'll be the Jets tonight. Kings here for Abel. Lego World said Ducks team total over. Kelly said Utah returns home after a road trip. And let's see here. Kelly says let's see, hockey totals. Got to go and I don't know what she's saying, but I like Kelly always here giving us the scoop. That's going to do it for the morning steam. I think you got to play on every game. Thanks a lot, everybody, for joining me here on the show. Really appreciate it. Don't forget, you can get my additional plays here when you join me at winnable.com/Ramon. More plays for you here. This is how you support me here on the show by going over to winnable.com/Ramon. I'll have more plays for you here today, including college basketball, NBA, NHL. Join me over at winnable.com. All right, let's do the drawing. Thank you, everybody, for joining me here on the show. Hopefully it was okay today, even though I kind of rushed through it there at the end, but that's all right. Let's get the giveaway here today and see who's going to win. We've got 35 entries. Let's see who's going to win our consensus parlay today as we roll the names. Charles Sharp, Ziggy, Cameron, Joe, Bill, AOD, Dylan, Robert, Kelly, Nuke Worker, Spoons, Joe T. Joe T wins the community consensus parlay here today. Thank you to Joe for everything that you do for us here on the show and in the tabs. Got a little bit of steam coming in late here. Major League Baseball, Minnesota and the Chicago White Sox. Game total to go over in this one with Minnesota and the White Sox. We're seeing the steam here to the over. It's going to go up to, feels like it's going to go up to 8 here in this one. Thank you for everybody there in the chat, including Cash Kane, Kelly as well. Thank you. That's going to do it for the Morning Steam Show. Really appreciate it. All right. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Where am I? Where am I? Uh-oh. There we go. All right. That's it for the show. Thanks, everybody. Have a great sports betting day. Back here tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. I'll also be back here in 3.5 hours with pre-gaming, with VB MMA picks. You can join me, VB, and his guests today as we preview the MMA card for this Saturday night in Las Vegas with that main event between Josh Emmett and LaRon Murphy. Undefeated LaRon Murphy as the featherweights top 10 contenders take center stage. Of course, next week at UFC 314 in Miami, we've got the title on the line in the featherweight division with Volkanovski and Lopez. But this week, featherweights are featured this weekend. Make sure you join us. Also, join Mikey today at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific with pre-gaming. He gets you ready for primetime action with his coverage of NBA, NHL, college basketball, and Major League Baseball tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining me here on the show here. And that's going to do it for the Sports Money Network. I'm Ramon Scott. So long.
That's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice or might play a parlay. It's the Morning Steam. Ramon Scott. Sports money. Wake your ass up and let's get to